That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Anthony and welcome to another edition of B&A Sports Talk. So today I'm going to start a little bit of a series, I guess, maybe, I'm not sure. But I have a couple of worst takes of the week that I'm wrapping up this week that I saw. There's so many dumb takes that people have, whether it's for clickbait or whether they just don't really understand and can't see like a different perspective or not even told a different perspective. There are a lot of dumb takes out there and I want to expose them. So we're going to start with 3 today. And the first one was done by a CBS reporter. Now CBS, I follow them. They have some really cool insight on Instagram. They have like some stats. It's like, oh, I never really thought of it that way. They also have guys who come out with lists, mock drafts, picks of the week and things like that, where a lot of them are just like, oh, outside the box. So I think it was Tom Pelissero. I could be wrong. I'll put the screenshot on the screen right now. And he had Tampa Bay as the number one option for Tom Brady to go to. Now, I'm not shitting on him for making a list about Tom Brady, as everyone has. Everyone, their grandmother has made a list of where Tom Brady can go. Well, I'm not sure about your grandmother, but I think you still get the point. My list was the following. So number 1, it was the Los Angeles Chargers. Number 2 is the Las Vegas Raiders. And number 3, it was the Miami Dolphins. That was my list. I made it 2 months ago by now. And, a lot of people have made lists. But number 1, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is a horrible choice. And here's why. So number 1, Bruce Arians. He wants a quarterback to stay in the pocket for 9 seconds. Tom Brady gets it out in 1.5 seconds. He's notorious for getting the ball out quick. Joey Bosa in the, I think it was the AFC divisional round last year against the Chargers, he gets it out so quick, I don't know how he does it. We're telling me with receivers like Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, O.J. Howard, and I think I'm missing one, but these guys are late developing guys. They're not going to want to. They're not going to want to turn around and get the ball out quick. And this offensive line isn't great. Tom Brady cannot run. That's my second point. He can't run. You're telling me in this offense where you can't run, can't avoid the pass and make a play, that you're going to have a guy who throws it deep downfield? They're going to have to totally restructure the offense. And Bruce Arians doesn't want to do that. He's worked with guys like Peyton Manning, like Ben Roethlisberger. The guys that, have limited mobility, but they could sit in the pocket and take a hit. And they're young. They want to take a hit. They want to prove themselves. Tom Brady doesn't want to prove himself. Number 3, he wants to have a TB12 brand. And that would be just annoying. Like, coming into Tampa Bay, Bruce Arians is like, let's shut up with all this. He's just going to franchise tag Jameis Winston, see if it works, and probably get out if he doesn't. He wanted to see if he can fix Jameis Winston. He may be interested in developing another quarterback, maybe like Julian Love or something like that. Draft him early in the first round or something like that. But for now, he's not going to want to give up Jameis Winston. It's a perfect prototype for what he wants. Obviously, you want to limit the interceptions, but Tom Brady doesn't throw any touchdowns. And number 2 he had on the list was Jimmy Garoppolo and the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo went 13-3 this year. People were like, oh, he played so bad. 27 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. He's a better version of Kirk Cousins. And he made it to the Super Bowl in his first season. He played 16 games. He's played 28 in his entire career. He's 22-5 or 23-5, whatever his record is. It's good. He's got his team on his shoulders. Him and Kyle Shanahan have a thing that works. He's learning from Kyle Shanahan. He's getting better. Remember early in the season before the season even started, he throws 6 interceptions in practice, and people were like, oh, Jimmy G sucks. He got his team to the Super Bowl. How many players can say that they brought their team to the Super Bowl? That's only 2. It's Patrick Mahomes and it's Jimmy Garoppolo. Aaron Rodgers couldn't do it. He can do it. Jimmy Garoppolo has some mobility with Tom Brady doesn't have. Tom Brady wouldn't fit in this scheme. They have multiple running backs, which is good, I guess. They have a tight end. They have a decent offensive line, which I think is going to get worse. You have Mike McGlinchey, but you saw this deterioration of his offense as the season went on. I don't think it's that great. And then you have Tom Brady, such a distraction for this team. This team trusts Jimmy Garoppolo. You tell me you're going to insert Tom Brady TB12, San Francisco. It's all about Tom for the next 2 years. I think it would really rub the teammates the wrong way. And, you made it to the Super Bowl. It's not like you're with Kansas City and Alex Smith where it's just like, oh, we lose in the first round every single year. We win we have a hard ceiling here. The hard ceiling was making it to the Super Bowl and having a 20-10 lead in the fourth quarter. If that's your ceiling, I'm signing up for it. I'm pretty sure 90% of the teams in the league would sign up for a ceiling of making the Super Bowl and having the lead against historically offensive-led Chiefs. I think they'd go for it. And he scored 20 points in that game and looked fairly impressive for 3 quarters, and he slipped up. You know who else slipped up? Matt Ryan did. Okay, so Now, I don't know what you want to say. But number 2, the second dumb take of the week is Strong Opinion Sports. I like Strong Opinion Sports, but I think he's completely wrong here when he says that Patrick Mahomes should take a pay cut.
Make $40 million a year, $40 million, 40, if you wanted to. But what he could also do is take $28 million a year. That $12 extra million could go to a player or two, maybe 3, make their roster better and help them win a championship. The difference in lifestyle between $28 million and $40 million isn't, like, I've never had that much money. Clearly, like, $12 million is a big difference. It's a lot of money. You live in the same house. You drive the same nice car. You go on the same vacations. If I'm Patrick Mahomes, I'm like, okay, I can take 25, 26, 27, $28 million a year and have better teammates. Or I can make, have a gigantic ego, make the highest contract in NFL history, $40 million a year. Great.
So you're telling me you're the best player in the league. Your motto is that you can succeed no matter which pieces are around you. I know we haven't seen it just yet, whether he can. But, people are comparing him to Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, where they, no matter what, they can have a team that's, around them that's successful. And you want him to take a pay cut? Now I understand. A quarterback who's, I think, earned more than 15% of their cap, of the team's cap, has not won a Super Bowl. We have Aaron Rodgers now struggling, but he's late in his career. And Russell Wilson, it's not his contract isn't stopping the team from getting any contracts. If you're a smart GM, you're going to be able to finagle the cap and finagle it. When we talk about quarterbacks that need to take a pay cut, it's Kirk Cousins. It's Dak Prescott, who have a ceiling, who need players around them. Patrick Mahomes doesn't really need a lot of players around him. We saw him struggle a little bit with the offensive line, but they're going to have players on this team that are going to be welcomed in to take a pay cut, to want to play for Patrick Mahomes, want to play hard for Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid. So you have that little bit of swagger, kind of like what the Patriots had for a little bit there. You have players that want to play for your team. Like, yeah, I'll take a pay cut as long as you promise me a Super Bowl. So the fact that you want to say, let's take get paid $28 million. What's the difference between $28 and $40 million? I'll tell you. That's $12 million freaking dollars a year for 4 years. That's $48 million. I'm not passing out. That's $48 million for your kids and grandkids. He's worked his entire life for this. He's only 22. I get it. There's 60-year-olds out there that worked their entire lives. But he took a gamble when he played sports. He's putting his life on the line, and the cap room is only going to go up. It's only going to go up from here. It's $200 million, $210 million. It's not stopping here. There's no more Colin Kaepernicks in the league kneeling. They're not going to get their money taken away from them like the NBA. The money's only going up, especially with sports betting. I wouldn't be surprised by the time his contract ends, quarterbacks are getting paid, close to $50 million because the cap is $250 million a year. So that's one of the dumbest takes I've seen this week. Okay, number 3. I could make a bet with this, like I made a bet with Tom Brady not going to the Buccaneers. The Giants will not draft a wide receiver at number 4 in the NFL draft. They're just not. Jerry Jeudy, I don't really care. We have Corey Coleman coming back. We have Golden Tate, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. We have a bunch of talent at that position. Darius Slayton, I didn't even mention him yet. We have a lot of talent at that position. Getting another wide receiver, what does that do for us? It's another tool in the shed that we can't use because Daniel Jones is getting rushed every 5 seconds. We don't have a decent run game, and our pass rush is awful, and we lost a bunch of our talent in the offseason, like Janoris Jenkins, maybe like an Alec Ogletree. So you're telling me we're going to sign a guy to $30 million a year? It feels like those guys never work out. We're going to sign Yannick Ngakoue. We're going to do all that stuff. Leonard Williams now wants $15 million a year, apparently. There's no way we're drafting a wide receiver at number 4. I've seen plenty of mock drafts now. Jerry Jeudy at number 4. Ceedee Lamb. We're drafting him. And we're not drafting that guy to Louisville. He's slow. He's not athletic. Unless Joe Judge thinks he can do something with him. It's Andrew Thomas. It's Jarek Willis. I don't think what are we going to move him over to the right tackle? It feels like a lot of people want to take him because he's like, oh, it's a right tackle. We already have a left tackle. I'm not too sure about that. I know he protected Tua's blind side out of the right tackle since he is a lefty, so it's pretty much a left tackle, but I'm not too sure about that. Obviously, I'm not a scout, but I like what I see out of Andrew Thomas. He's a little bit too fat for me. He's not that aggressive. I watched a couple of his tapes. I'm not too crazy for him. But you're telling me we're going to pass up Isaiah Simmons for a wide receiver toy? I mean, we already went down that route. Odell Beckham Jr., what did that get us? It got us 6-10, 6-10, 11-5 when we bought a decent, some decent free agents in. Then 3-13. So I'm not buying it. I don't think that we should bring in the next Odell. I don't care whether he's way more humble than Odell. I don't care if he kisses babies. I don't care if he goes to church on the weekends. We are not getting a wide receiver in the first round. This draft has a lot of depth at wide receiver. I wouldn't mind in the second round, third round. Actually, I wouldn't mind second round. But I wouldn't mind, if we signed Leonard Williams, we'd have like a fifth round, maybe a third round comp pick. I'm not sure, but we are not drafting a wide receiver in the first round, so stop that. I don't know who, sometimes all these guys, they don't know what they're talking about. I do that sometimes with mock drafts. I've done that before. I don't really know the team that well. Say that they're taking a wide receiver. It's just like, no, we have so many more holes. They don't know your team. Anybody who has the Giants taking a wide receiver in the first round doesn't know the Giants, you should throw out their mock draft. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a like rating. What do you guys think about these takes? Are they really that bad, or am I just overreacting? Let me know your worst takes of the week. What have you seen this week where it's just like, you know what? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.